city that knows the proper way to smash a guitar, it is the city of rock and roll. Man in the foot. Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started, and off we go from Cleveland. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. They're led by one of the fastest quarterbacks in the game from Alabama. Here's Jalen Milroe.
Kid, I heard many GMs and scouts talk about Jalen Milroe maybe having the greatest plus trait in his rookie class, and that trait is his ability to run. And what a difference we know that can make in today's NFL.
And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
At the 23-yard line.
Off the play fake, Milroe. Catch is made by Dylan Sampson. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. So now here's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and
On the gun, Milroe. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Go play action here. It's Milroe. Gets this to Woods. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
the cookie. He's going to tuck it and run. And he's able to get this down at the 36. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
That's good for a first and 10 at the 36.
Throwing now off play action. Tries to line that one up, and it's intercepted. Maxwell Hairston picks it off. So what happened there, partner? Looked like he found an early rhythm on that opening series until that last throw.
Yeah, fine line between confidence, which he certainly had, and rhythm, and then also just unwise decision-making, forcing that pick.
So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're led out by one of the faces of this sport, Brock, a one-of-one quarterback who graduated from humble beginnings at Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
Look up game changer in today's NFL, and you see Josh Allen right at the top of the list. Really, one of the only guys in the league who can make the play with his arm or with his legs in just about any situation. The guy is a game changer.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
I am not sure we didn't see a safety right there. Oh, my gosh. I don't think I'm the only one nervous in the building because that QB kept going back and back. It was heading right for disaster, but saved himself just a couple yards short.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And they drop him just a couple yards beyond the line. It's 4th down now.
Defenses at this level, really any level, will let you run it there all day, every day, and twice on Sundays. You give up yards, even a healthy chunk of them. Just throw to the ball and make sure he's brought to a halt well shy of that 1st down marker.
He gets it out of there, and this has some distance. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Onto the field comes the Browns offense for the 2nd time. And as they take the field, Brock, they got to be thankful that interception didn't cost them. Still scoreless here.
I like how you say they. I think the quarterback in particular right, loves a chance to have a golf, a breakfast ball, or a mulligan, another opportunity to flush that first drive away.
This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
You know, we love to talk about corners, those corners that both love to tackle and cover. It's kind of the same thing with these defensive ends. Most of them love sacks. They love rushing the quarterback. But those that run down a toss play like that, they separate themselves from others.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Brings up third down and 13.
Third and long. Here's Milrow. He'll dump this one off to his running back. Complete. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13. And this drive will indeed continue. Like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Milrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Milrow hangs on to it. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth cave, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Milrow from the gun. This one's caught. Down. 8th play to drive now. They need 2 to keep it going.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Pistol now for Milrow. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Ooh, for a moment, thought those were our first points until he came and knocked it away.
Yeah, I think the message sent pretty clear after that play. You're going to have to try a lot harder than that to be the first ones on the board.
The kick by Roddy's good. And that one is going to get them on the scoreboard.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Has this at the 6. And he stopped on the run back to the 27. Here comes the Bills offense for their 2nd drive of the game. And they haven't got their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. And up to Chubb to start the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10 now. That's complete to Sam Laporta. He's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short. On the sneak, it's Allen. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 20-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
1st down, Buffalo.
Markers reset. Ball at the 37. Throwing now on 1st down. Allen. Short pass brought in. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Running right with Chubb. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They start out with a 3rd and 6. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Drive starts with an option, right side. And he's going to wind up in the red for this play, back at the 8.
Well, he didn't hand it off or throw it, but he probably should have picked one of those two options. They kept some help by the line, and they tracked him down for the loss.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. All right, they bought him a little room. That run good for 6 on 2nd down. All right, it's a nickel set for the Bills. 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Milroe looking to throw. He'll make a big for it on the ground. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
That's good for the Browns. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Ooh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards. So we jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. Play action on 1st down. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Bills will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
That's now 2 Kate that they got him for picks in this game. He's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The Bills' offense all set for their next drive. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
He'll try and run this. Oh, Allen loses it. Well, it didn't look like a member of the Bills was able to get to that one, so possession remains with them. Well, that is not how you make the most of an opportunity when your defense gives you the football back. But the good news is, Brock, at least they get another shot.
Yeah, when you're running on the field, you feel the joy of that defense, right? They just got you a possession. They're giving you an opportunity. And thankfully, they saved the day by at least jumping on the ball.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
At the 11-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Bills.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Allen looking to throw. Setting up the screen. And touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, Brock, I think you and I both saw that one coming together from up here, and it became clear pretty quickly that if they got things going, that one could go the distance.
Yeah, the 6 points earned on any screen pass touchdown. I'd give half a point to the sell job of a quarterback, half a point to the effort of the running back, but 5 of those points to the big guys in front of them. They're the most important ones out there on that play, and in the best...
Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. Here's Milroe, 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. New set of downs for him at the 38.
And the Browns, 1st down.
1st down throw here from Milroe. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Intended for number
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover it. He tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
He was taken down behind.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Throwing here, Milrow. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
He's brought down before the return gets far. The Bills set to take over offensively. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it until they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them because they proved last drive they couldn't.
And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
First down.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
First and 10. Here's Allen. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up. Back to the air. Allen. Catch made left side by Laporta. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. 3rd and just 2 to go. Pressure coming. It's Allen. This is brought in by Coleman. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Gain of 18 on the play. First down, Buffalo.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. They're running from the gun with Chubb. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills now lead by 10. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
That one right down the middle. And the Bills drive their lead to 11. Pass now to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Browns getting their offense out there. It's a 14-3 ball game as they take over following the score. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Milrow. Ooh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
2nd down and 19 yards to go after that sack. On 3rd down, he'll go with Sampson. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now, Milrow. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Bills with their offense back out there as Nick Chubb returns to the field. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Here's Chubb up the middle. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
There is no thought needed from him. He has been doing this so long, dating back to college and high school. Those instincts, and they come at you with a capital I. Identify that run, fire downhill, and get home in the backfield before that play could get started.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. For the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. That's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Catch made right side by Coleman. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And no chance at a return. He wisely angled it for the sideline and got it down to the 12 before going out. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. From the gun, Milrow. Tight end reels in a shallow throw. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. The Browns take the 1st of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Milrow hangs on to it. And that one doesn't give him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket now. They've got to think about you as a runner as well.
So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
Our trip across the NFL starts now. In Santa Clara, the Niners at home to take on the Baltimore Ravens. And this is Pat Bryant. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Ravens move to 4-1, looking good as they get the win here. With that, here's a look at the rest of the action from around the NFL here in Week 5, the first weekend of October. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Right, ready to send this one away. Strong with the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now here's the Bills offense. They've got it first to begin the 3rd. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Second half's going to start with a run by Chubb. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 26-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. He completes it in traffic. So a solid gain there, Brock. It's still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play. He keeps it himself. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. reset, ball at the 37. Allen fires out wide, complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Second down now, 7 to go.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Davis gets it from the gun. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That was Martin Emerson with a stop that time. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Job running out of the gun. He's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
A gain of 7. First down, Bills.
All right, set now. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down.
Here's Allen. Here's a screen now for Chubb. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. Looks like he's going to be marked just a little shy of that 1st down. Ball at the 41, 3rd and short. He tries to sneak it. And he's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
A pickup of 2 yards. And the Bills' 1st down.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Allen now on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And they take him down right along the 30. Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on his 2nd and inches. They pitch it to him. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short, and you're feeling good about yourself. With a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Free play here. Let's see what he does. Complete beyond the marker. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Offense liked how that play went. They choose to decline the penalty. On 1st down, Allen. He's got Khalil Shakir. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out.
Out of bounds at the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Allen setting up play action. Looking for an open man. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just hot.
And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much. But he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with the 1st and goal. Here's Chubb. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. 3 yards on the run. It's going to be 3rd and goal. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Oh, they're on it, but he's dropped again. And the defensive down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. It's from 30 yards out. Bass's kick is good, and that extends their lead to 14.
What a season this guy's having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Fast now to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. Takes out a one-stop. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Back out now comes the Browns offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Shotgun now for Milrow. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Calls fair catch and has it inside the 40-yard line. So we're through 3 here. The Bills hold both the football and a solid lead here as they try to close this out. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Down to the 44 before he stopped. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
17 yards. 1st down, Buffalo.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
So here on 1st down. Brought down after a gain of about 6 inside the 40.
Now that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. They put a receiver in motion here left. Catch made, left side by Palmer. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They get him inside the chunk. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Bills' 1st down.
Again, it's Chubb. Big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
2nd and 13. Steps up and he's running with it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB cock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep it moving forward.
Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
4-yard line. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They go with Chubb here. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Chubb again. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. On the sneak, it's Allen. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bills make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Josh Allen the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bills stretch their lead to 21. Pass now to kick this away. He fields it from the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Milroe from the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he takes it. And Milroe goes into the slide with enough yardage there to pick up that first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. New set of downs for him from the 46.
46-yard line.
First down throw here from Milroe. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
40-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. He'll try and run this. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
7-yard gain. That's another Browns.
It saves him running out of the gun. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. Milroe with it on first. Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
18-yard line.
Second down, carry for Simpson. And 5.5 for a few. It's 3rd down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 11.
Milroe throwing on 3rd down. He has to within 2 possessions. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. Like you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Right there to tack on the point after. And the Browns get it back to a 14-point game. They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. And the Bills are able to secure this kick. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks them, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. They are running from the gun with Chubb. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
2nd and 10 now. Finds him over the middle. And this one doesn't go far. So timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Browns have some new life in the 4th.
Okay, I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Working quickly here.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bills' 34-yard line.
From the 34. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns 14 points back. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw it. That one's caught. Judy has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line.
That's good. 4A.
Here's Milrow, 1st and 10. Connection made with his running back down the middle. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
Browns, 1st down.
From the red zone now. And he will score. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns parlay the interception into points.
These touchdowns on the season haven't all looked the same. Boy, has he made a habit of scoring touchdowns on the ground.
Right on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. We're down inside the final 90 seconds as they line up for the all-important onside kick. And the Bills are able to secure this kick. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Ooh, can't get it back on the onside kick. Can still get a final chance with a quick 3-and-out, though, albeit not with a lot of time for them left to work with.
Yeah, Kate, unless they can force a miracle turnover, and we've seen that before, a 3-and-out is really the only avenue remaining. Defense, go buckle it up.
Buffalo sending its offense to the field. Their lead still more than a field goal, thankfully, should the worst happen, Brock. But obviously the goal here is to hang on to the ball and try to run this game out.
Yeah, the goal is to get to the best formation in the history of offensive football. The victory formation. That is all that you're thinking right now is just make these plays, run out this clock so we can take one more knee and celebrate.
Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its 2nd. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. There's a counter give to Chubb. And he can't escape, Brock. They lose yards, but defensively, no timeouts left to stop the clock and take advantage. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. 5 men in the secondary for the Browns. 3rd down coming. He'll throw it. Here's a screen now for Chubb. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. Do I sit and judge defense? I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field. Not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
Now this is a beauty of a kick. Gets headed out of bounds. No chance at a return or a touchback. They're going to mark it out at the 6. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
And he spikes it here, 18 seconds to go. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. He'll look to throw it. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they're not going to bring him down until he reaches, looks like the 28. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. Here he goes, one final shot. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Bills fight their way to a win on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bills, as with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.